Today I have another album ranking for you. It is for the band Black Stone Cherry. This was requested a few times. Apparently, there have not been any other channels who have done this, so I decided to give it a shot. Let me get into it right now. They have 8 albums, and I will include the new one, Screamin at the Sky. As always, these are just studio albums. It's a worst to best. It's my opinion, and let's get into it. And number 8 is Family Tree from 2018. This is their 6th studio album, released on April 20th, 2018 through Mascot Records. I didn't really like this album. They shifted towards a southern rock and blues sound. I feel it was missing that heavy guitar sound. It was more along the lines of Leonard Skinner or Molly Hatchet. This has more of that honky-tonk piano. The guitar's still there. The vocals are still good. There were a few good songs. I think I like Southern Fried Saturday Night the best. It was a catchy song with typical country music lyrics. That song had a cool talk box guitar sound. Otherwise, there weren't many standout tracks on this album. I also noticed when I was listening to it on the YouTube Music app, these songs didn't get like a lot of likes as opposed to the songs on the other albums. Attention, please. At number 7, I have The Human Condition from 2020. This is their 7th album and released on October 30th, 2020 through Mascot Records. It actually did very well because it debuted at number 1 on the UK rock album charts. I reviewed it on my channel when I first started, and it's okay. I like the older albums much better. The album continues the sound of the previous one, Human Tree, which I was just talking about, which was more southern rock and blues as opposed to the heavy grungy guitar riffs that they were known for. There are still a few good songs. I like Push Down and Turn. That has a few good guitar riffs. Has that 2000s post-grunge vibe. The song Live This Way was pretty good. That one was energetic. It had a heavy guitar riffs and again some more southern rock. And I think the one that I remembered the most was called In Love with the Pain. And that was more of a country and rock and roll type of song. It was catchy. That's one of the songs that's going to stick in your head. But the problem with this album is the production. I just didn't like the sound. It was very compressed. Otherwise, it's not that bad, but the other ones are a lot better. I think everything from like 6 to 1 is going to be like a lot better than like these last two. Number 6, I have Kentucky from 2016. This is their 5th album, released on April 1st, 2016, again through Mascot Records. I like this because it's a very well-rounded album. It does lean towards southern rock, but it still has that cool like 90s style guitar riffs. I like the album opener, The Way of the Future. I like the heavy guitar sounds on that one. Inner Dreams is very good with the thick bass guitar grooves. There's a cover song of War from that band in the 70s. I forgot the name of the original band, but you know the song War. What is it good for? That one. And then they get a little experimental with Feelin' Fuzzy with some unique guitar tones. And the closing track, Rambler, is an acoustic song with some country influence. Overall, it's a very like guitar-oriented album, and I like it. Number 5 is Screamin at the Sky, the new one from 2023. Their 8th studio album released on September 29th, 2023, so less than a month ago. And again on Mascot Records. Definitely a big improvement over Family Tree and Human Condition. They bring back some of the heavier sound. The production is much better. I like a lot of the songs. I like the song Nervous, has some grungy guitar riffs and melodic vocals. I like Out of Pocket, that has the heavy early 90s Soundgarden type of sound with southern rock. And I like the song The Mess You Made with a really great bass guitar. And I like the bass guitar. They have a new bass player on this album, and you know the bass guitar really stands out on all of the songs. So definitely an improvement. Have it at number 5. At number 4, I have Magic Mountain from 2014. This is their fourth album, released on May 6, 2014. And this is their last album with Roadrunner Records before they moved to Mascot Records. So you're going to be seeing all the Roadrunner records up on the top of this ranking. But the album is good. It's a mix of styles. We got Southern rockers, we got ballads, we got some grungy songs. It's a very well-rounded album. We got some good songs. We got Peace Pipe, a Southern rocker with like dirty guitar riffs. Me and Mary Jane, another like 420 friendly song with just psychedelic influences. Blow My Mind is pretty cool. Nice Southern rock with acoustic guitars. Dance Girl is great. Has the early 90s feel with the grungy guitar riffs. And Hollywood and Kentucky, this is more their country sounded. But overall, another well-rounded album that is pretty good.
Rolling down the line makes me lonely.
At number 3, I have the self-titled debut Blackstone Cherry, released July 18, 2006 through Roadrunner. And this one, they had 3 singles: Lonely Train, Hell and High Water, Rain Wizard. I like Rain Wizard. It has that like proto-metal sound with some grunge and southern rock. And a lot of these have this like Soundgarden influence. Lonely Train is more of like grunge or like Days of the New, but with like electric guitars. Shooting Stars, another standout with like a grungy sound as well. And Tired of the Rain is their country ballad. Not too bad. I think this one leans more towards the grunge as opposed to the southern rock. But it's a really good album and it's a good debut. I have it at number 3. At number 2, I have Folklore and Superstition. This is their second studio album, and I think they expanded on their sound. It still has a lot of that grunge sound from the first album, but they go into more of a southern rock direction on this one. There's more experimentation. We got a Reverend Wrinkle, and it has some psychedelic rock influence with southern rock. Things My Father Said, a soft emotional ballad. Peace is Free, another post-grunge or country ballad. And I like this one because they're expanding their sound. It's good. They took more chances. There are a few more ballads in the first album, but I think overall it's very good. Like the songs are very strong, but this is not my number 1. So let me go to my number 1 now. And number 1 is Between the Devil and the Deep Blue Sea from 2011. This was produced by Howard Benson and released on May 27th, 2011. This one has, I think, one of their most well-known songs called White Trash Millionaire. That's like very southern rock. In My Blood, that's more classic rock with the keyboards and guitars. And Such a Shame, a very guitar-driven grunge song with lots of energy. Won't Let Go is an acoustic rock song, reminded me of like Matchbox 20. Then another ballad called Stay that was similar to that. Song Change is then one of their heavier ones. I like this album because they play with a lot of different styles, but I think they do it very well. It's just a very guitar-heavy album, but it's not all heavy guitar. I mean, there's like southern rock guitar, there's country guitar, there's acoustic guitar, and if you like guitars, this is a good album for you. And just the songs are very good, and that's why I have it at number 1. So that is all. Let me know your ranking in the comments section. I'm going to put 2 full reviews, which are going to be here or somewhere on the screen. And this is going to be the reviews for the last 2 albums that I did. So please subscribe. Help me reach my goal of 2,000 subscribers. I think I need about 60 to 65 more. And please comment, and I will see you in the next one.